Kind of feels like real world vibes. Some of you might be too young to even know what the real world is, but I feel like they used to sit in a room and do kind of a confessional. Is that confession? I don't even know what it's called. Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about the pros and cons of working from home all by yourself. And also I'm gonna talk to you about what it's like to be a new kind of empty nester. So it's the first week that we've gone from a family of 5 in the Copeland household down to a family of 3. For those of you that follow, you know that my 20-year-old, we moved her out a couple of years ago into UC Riverside, which is about 40 minutes away from where we live. And that was a lot of fun until COVID hit and it brought her back home. So she's been with us for the past year and a half, not living on campus anymore. Recently though, now that the new school year is starting, my middle daughter, who just graduated from high school, Kayla, she's 18, she was accepted at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, which is an amazing art school.
Hey Kayla, is that your school?
But needless to say, we moved her all the way across the world and she's now attending college for the next 3 years in Scotland.
Move-in day. Craziness. Hold up. Wow, this is it.
Her view is cute.
So unlike, my daughter Jasmine, where we moved her, it was, within an hour away. That's a really big move, not just for her, but for all of us. So lots of adjusting. Well, not only did we move her to Scotland, we got back on Sunday. Monday, we moved my daughter Jasmine back into UC Riverside. Well, shortly after that, we went on a little trip to Atlanta for a speaking engagement. And here I am back at home for the first week all by myself, while Jordan, our youngest, is at school throughout the day. So I still have one left at home. She's in high school. I've got her for the rest of her junior and senior year. And so this leads me to today's topic, which is working from home by yourself. We'll start there. I think that most people who leave the house for work, like whether you have a commute or whether it's close, you leave the house, you get to get ready, you get to hop in your car, maybe listen to some music, a podcast. Hopefully you're listening to the Push podcast on your commute. But whatever you do, you leave the house for work. I would venture to say most of the people that get to go to work have something to complain about being at work, whether your boss is giving you a hard time about being late, whether you don't like the way that the company is ran, or maybe you hate your coworkers. And here's kind of my take on it. Even though the bulk, I think, of the population works out of the home and wishes that they would, be able to have the opportunity to work from home, I want to just kind of tell you that it can get very lonely. And I'm here to tell you, I kind of miss having coworkers. Well, I was running the bakery, the Cake Mamas, for many years, and I loved the energy that we had at the bakery, loved the people that worked for me, and we had a lot of fun, and it was always high energy. We'd listen to music, we'd discuss different things, whether it was an upcoming concert or politics or sending kids away to school or whatever it is. The thing I want to share with you is that when you have coworkers, you get to have these conversations. Whether you like and appreciate them or not is a whole nother thing. Because I find myself now just wishing that I had some coworkers to talk to. So when my husband comes home from work, I'll ask him, how was your day? And I need for him to get into detail. Like I need for him to tell me what things they were talking about at work, what things did you discuss with your coworkers. And I'm just realizing every night when he's kind of sharing his day with me that I miss that. So that's kind of the downside to working from home, is that I realize it's a dream. Everybody wants to have, the ability to work from the comfort of their home. But, I miss kind of getting ready, which is why I got ready today. I miss interacting with real humans versus just being on my computer all day. I miss moving around and walking. I've never really had a desk job. I've always been very active in all of the careers and jobs that I've had. And so this is just like a lot for me to kind of settle into. And so I'm trying to find new ways to figure out how to get myself out of the house, whether it's go work in a coffee shop for a couple of hours. And I'm trying to get out of the routine of the same gym that I go to, the same exercises that I'm doing. And so I switched it up a little bit this week and I enrolled myself in some classes at Orange Theory, which I've been really enjoying. So I'm trying to find ways to get out, to interact with humans, and to not just be stuck in front of my computer screen all the time. So that's tip number one, or topic number one. Topic number two, back to my kids leaving and me recently becoming kind of an empty nester. I say kind of because I still have a kid living here at home. So we're not officially, like, they haven't all flown the coop. But here's the thing, I recently recorded a podcast on the Push Podcast with my husband, and it was about our top 5 parenting tips. And I told her, I know that it seems stressful, and I know that at times it's frustrating to have small children, right? But just know that these are the best years. Like they just are, you know, when they don't have independence, when they need you for everything, when they think that you're their best friend, when they listen to you, when they want to take a picture with you, when they don't mind matching you, those are the best years. So if you want to listen, go listen. I think it's episode number 110. I'll link it in the show notes. But randomly, just for research, I Googled empty nesters, and there were so many groups that came up, like support groups, and I don't necessarily think I need support groups, but I thought, wow, what a huge world, and we are so driven by connection. And so here these people are in this group. One group, Grown and Flown, has like 244,000 people in this Facebook group, and they're helping each other from all over the world. Someone got sick in like another country, but she had connected with, her son got sick in another country, but the mom had connected with someone in that country from this Facebook group. And so she wound up reaching out to her because the woman in the other country said, if you ever need anything or your son ever needs anything, reach out. Well, she took her up on that offer, and it was this really great story that they shared. The son got sick. This other mom in a random other country that doesn't know this family, she wound up getting the prescription filled and took the kid some hot lunch. And so I thought that was really heartwarming. Needless to say, it's a whole world that I'm unfamiliar with. And I think that it's going to take some time to get adjusted to. But what's really been the hardest adjustment this week is that I'm in this house all by myself. There's no one here. And although it's great to not have the distractions, it just feels a little eerie, like to not have, so much busyness and chaos happening in my house, which has been the Copeland household for the past 17 years.
To you, happy birthday, dear Kayla.
Say hi now.
Hello. Hi.
Vince, you made it.
But I did find it now. I'm out. I can smell the rain coming.
I don't know if you guys have tips for me. I don't really know what to do to kind of process this. I wouldn't say I'm sad or depressed or anything, but I just thought it was worthy of sharing with you. Like, your kids grow so much faster than you think. And, you cherish those moments the best that you can. But I will just let you know that even when they're getting on your nerves, making a ton of noise or not cleaning up after themselves, when they're gone, it's a different thing to kind of process. We had our house cleaned the other day really, really thoroughly, just because we were finishing out, cleaning the girls that moved out, cleaning their rooms. And so I just wanted everything kind of scrubbed top to bottom. And so now everything's clean, and it's gonna stay that way, which is strange because there's less people in the house to, dirty it up or leave their things lying around. But I'm not gonna lie, I definitely miss a little bit of the chaos. So still in the beginning stages, still kind of adjusting. I'll keep you guys posted. But if you have any tips for staying active and relating to the outside human world while working from home, definitely leave them for me here. And if you have any tips on how to get through the transition from a family of 5 to a dwindling family of 3, I definitely would love to hear from you. So I'm gonna be sharing some things as we move forward with me working from home and being an empty nester while the house is super quiet and no one can walk into my recording and bother me, which happens all the time in the past. Leave some comments below, leave some tips for me. Always looking to learn and grow, and I will see you guys in the next video.